What's up, BR? I have 8.511 echoes all ported. All right, cool. You're the perfect person to join the chat about what I wanted to chat about if you want, man. If this compressor will finish filling up. So, what do you have as far as bar and chain on them go? Like, I've got this still bar here. This is a 12-inch, and this is a new one. So it's got the 2 holes here, but I've already made my marks for the other 2 holes. That's weird. That one's a little further up than that one is. So going off of this one, I might want to fix that a little bit. Like I saw it in the camera. And I know I liked them. 1 inch is where they needed to be. Dude, I don't know. Not that far. Hell no. 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. So my big question is sometimes on a job site, it'll start happening to where, like, if I'm trying to cut something as big as the bar or close to it, it'll start about halfway through when it's through the largest part of the cut. It'll start spinning out, smoking, cutting like a banana. Won't cut straight. I am very good on cleaning my bar rails out and keeping them flat up top. This one's not even very old, man. It's still got all the paint on it. I have two 14-inchers out there that, all the paint's gone. They're about a year old and they're still doing fine. It seems to be more common with the 12-inch bar that I run into this problem. And I'm wondering, what the heck is it, dude? I noticed, like, I like to JB weld closed the old holes and stuff fell out of this hole. And I got the holes opened up for the oil there and there. Can't could see that one, but I saw it over there. Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know why that's happening. The sprocket is still good. Maybe they get to a certain point where they're worn out or something, dude. I guess maybe the inner rail where the chain rides has worn out. Working on a bar and chain issue for this chainsaw. Like, it doesn't feel all sloppy in the bar rail. Like, what the hell's going on? Why would I have to buy a new bar and chain? Why can't I figure this out? That that is more firm in there than it is on this other bar. So that could be it. Am I tripping? Yeah, there's a little play in it. A little easier to rock around in there. I got a new bar. Still want to try to figure out why this is happening. Dude. Did I really just get flubbled with my chain? Oh, what's up, man? So I'll get this guy on here. And the view here, what am I working on? It's probably terrible. This might be a little better here. Yeah, so that's all good, other than the fact that that freaking JB Weld blew out of the old hole. Because I'd like that closed off so all the oil that is coming out will go up that channel and into there. Another idea. Oh, no. Yeah, the hole's got to be drilled out. And then I was going to do the channels a little differently on this one. I guess I'll just clean this bar up. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I couldn't see anybody at the door. Yeah, I'm like looking over. I see nobody standing there, like somebody holding something that has no hands. You have to say, "Dad, come out." I couldn't. I didn't know who was there. Yeah, you were there. All right, so that's that. What's up, Vanilla Hunter? Dude, I'm racking my brain on like why this 12-inch bar that I've got modified for the Echo after I don't know, not very much use, it's still got all the paint on it. Will go halfway through a log and then start spinning out and smoking. And I've run into this problem more than a few times. Like I know it's not the chain. I've thrown the new chains on there and tried that. It comes down to the bar, and when I replace the bar, I no longer have the issue. But this bar ain't that old, man. Chain sits in there pretty tight. Not as tight as it sits in this one, but whatever. So I'm just gonna mod this one up, get this one ready, and run it. Let's see here. I was getting out some tools. Damn, man, I'm getting tagged up by mosquitoes. Kids had to, yeah, I could see them down there. Kids had to open up the door and go play outside, so they're just flying in. I'm gonna grab myself a block. Oh my goodness. Dude, these are supposed to be some like, expensive bits, man. Stays sharper longer, up to 15 times the life versus black oxide. I don't know, dude. Maybe I got the wrong ones. Cobalt, whatever. Milwaukee. Maybe I start with a smaller bit, then come in. What's up, man? Super lame. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Don't typically like starting with a smaller bit. Good lord. I could understand like if I was an idiot and used these for concrete or something like that, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you messed up your drill bits. But no, not at all. I bought really expensive drill bits for what? Your life. These expensive drill bits suck. This one's cutting okay. It must be like brand new, like I haven't used this one. Almost through. I'll let you know if they start tearing each other's faces off. Please don't. All right. So that's not a 1/4 inch, but it's just down from it. I'll see if that's going to work. Yeah, because that thing's small. So.
D, come in with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I was supposed to be out here. You can hear like a whole different sound when it buzzes into the lights. I think the only one I'm concerned about is Quinn playing with that rope. Quinn,
Yeah.
that rope.
I'm trying to strike up conversation with anybody about why the bars do this after not so long.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Me. KN nut makes the best drill bits. If you were nearby, I'd loan you mine and get my cutting wax. Oh, nice. Squirrely John's in here? Oh, yeah. What's up, dude? What up, ground pounder? A bit. I mean, I do have some cutting fluid if I should be using that instead of this stuff. Yeah, I'm willing to bet when the channel that the chain rides in gets worn out that that's what causes it to not perform well in a larger cut. Oh shit. I know that's the case with the bigger bars anyway. Like a 36-inch light bar, once the channel on the inside of the blade gets worn out, they start banana cutting. Oh, dude. I guess it's the same thing with these little guys. Just sucks because can't afford much right now. And I tried smoothing out the rails and cleaning it up real nicely and trying it the next day, and still halfway through a larger cut starts smoking. Try to go at it a different way, starts curving. Like, dude, come on. It sucks. All right. So that's that. Now I just need to open up the flipping holes for the oil. How the fuck can we not hear the drill? Can't hear the drill? I guess it's a quiet drill. Maybe you'll be able to hear the Dremel. Let's Dremel some shit. So I'm gonna try this a new way. I usually take a small drill bit and drill down to that hole there through that way, like once and twice, and then like a piece of metal will pop out of there, and it's a nice big channel for the oil to flow. But you snap a million little drill bits. You snap a few here and there, trying to get in there. So, buddy told me he dremeled that hole upward until he hits where the channel is. And I was like, okay, it doesn't mess with your bar, being wonky or whatnot. So I'm gonna try that, but only on the inside, leaving the other side intact. If that makes any sense. So the pin would be here on this one. Would that work? I don't know. That wouldn't work. Would it work? Yeah, yeah. Because both those holes will still be there. And when I flip that, yeah. So in theory, I think what I'm thinking should be fine. I just need to open that up that way. So, what? You see a big ass grasshopper? Oh, this one. And the blade rails sit level on a flat surface. If the rails are uneven, the chain won't sit level. Correct. And but before I even messed with the bar rails and whatnot, I never had to. I guess they could have been starting to wear uneven. But I'm pretty sure I did them pretty even on my 90-degree and my bench grinder and both ways and everything. I think I did a good job. It looks pretty sweet. I don't have like a really good eye, but I also have one of those 90-degree tools. I don't know. So let's see. Got this one. I got this one. This is the one I'm looking for. This one's not as sharp of an edge.
Hey, Banksy. Banksy.
All right. So yeah, it's gonna be right here. Hey, is it a good idea to just bring the hole up further for the oil? On there. It'll travel up to there. I don't know. I could see it kind of like leaking out the back a lot. I don't think that's the best idea. I do have like a gazillion little little drill bits. These are good ones. It's just a drill index, but these are very sharp. Every size you could ever want or need. Maybe this one here. Yeah, I think this would be all right. Just to Sean, hey man, I just cheap diamond bits from Harbor Freight to drill mine out 2511 bar oil holes and slots. All right, so like like these kind, is that gonna work? Just go in there with, yeah, with this one, and then I don't have to risk snapping one of my specific sizes on the drill index because that really would have sucked. Dude, if that would work, that'd be really cool. That's why I love you guys. Says Sean. So I've got the bench grinder and I've got my little right angle thing. So, hit the top of the bar rails. This obviously has all the paint on it. I think I did a good job as far as, hitting those nicely. But the only reason I did it recently, I usually never have to, is because it wasn't cutting straight. And it was getting halfway through a log and smoking and just, damn, not cutting well. I do pack these holes here, and this one busted out. I just noticed that now. So it's possible oil was, getting out somewhere it shouldn't have been, and the thing started not wanting to do large cuts and smoking. Either way, I got this new bar. I didn't even press very hard. That just folded on over and it's stuck in there somewhere. What the hell? That is fucking that's weird, dude. I do all sorts of to bar rail work with these. Maybe this one was just ready to fold. What the hell just happened, bro? Whatever happened, that just folded over on us. Yeah, there it is right there. Should probably just put it on the Dremel. I don't know why I put it in the drill. The drill, yeah. Some shit, dude. This one papers out too fat, but it's not going to go in there. Pretty. I don't know if we're going to go as deep as I need them to go. Good. No. Yeah, dude. Kind of like my buddy's idea of just taking that hole and bringing it up until it opens up inside there. But I feel like you're going to lose oil out that way. Is this drill dying? Yeah, this one's better. Bigger, better one somewhere. All right, Seth. Go enjoy your grub. All right. One hole through. I like to do two of them, and then like a little piece of the metal will come out where they were, like between where I put the holes. And then it's got a big channel. What's up, little man?
Yeah, you see the orange shovel?
Have I seen the orange shovel? Uh-uh. Seems to be off to a good start.
Miss Binksy! I'll judge you. Binks, come here!
It's loose.
I think I've got it from here. Oh,
What did you just carry out there? What do you need?
scissors.
Oh my God. I hung them back up. They're always right up there. Yeah. Come on, get out of there. Got this chunk of metal. right in the channel.
Daisy, come
What
here.
happened to GP? GP must be chowing dinner too. Yeah, it's definitely dinner time. We just got home and I jumped right into this because I had a new bar and went to Vermeer Southeast. The assholes that have been using my name there on the receipts.
When you try to size a baby and the baby wants nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. What is that?
No,
Rey Mysterio?
no, it's for Hawk Mom.
It's her Hawk Moth mask. It's like a wrestling match.
Look what it is.
Wrestling mask. Come on, man, get out of there. Come on, bruh. Maybe I can tap it out. Dude. Uh, I'm gonna risk busting that. Come on. Way. Oh, how jammed up are we? Where's my other tool? So I found out why they've been using my name on receipts for people that buy hats because I never bought a hat. So my name in the system, there it goes, just worked out for anybody that came in and bought a hat. My name would be used. My name and number would be on the receipt. So yeah, I got this sizable chunk of metal out of there where the oil can flow. That combined with plugging this hole up has these things throwing oil. Works very well. I'll just do that again on the other side and let it set up overnight with some JB weld on the other holes and it'll be all set. This is the only way I know how to do it. And I was just about to try another way there, but I don't think it would be the best idea. And then the other idea seemed like it'd be a good idea, but I don't know if I got the right bits for it because I snapped that damn thing real quick. I should have had it hooked up on the Dremel. All right, so that's all that stuff. I try to clean up a little bit here as I go. All right. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Oh, did you just see that, man? I was like, yeah, it turned out pretty good. The drill bit just snapped. That sucks. The people that put that drill index together are very nice, though. They gave me 4 of them. Gotta be more careful. All right, I'm gonna go in this way. Oh, no. Damn, dude. So, I think what I need to do. Oh, dude, is there a chunk that's just gonna pop out of there? Am I that lucky? I don't think so. But I think what I need to do is get this size and order like a 20 pack of these on Amazon. Is that broken or did it just make all snap, crackle, pop noises? No, I think it did not break. I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I might be all right. Scared me. Give me a drop. Nice. We don't want snappy. Maybe I can, yeah, help this out a little bit here. Get a bar tool in there. I think my drill is dying too. Again. Hell yeah. Big battery. 3 bars on it. Let's go. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? All right, we're in there. Dude, what the fuck? It's like they're getting dull or chipping. Like this is just too rough of a process for a tiny drill bit. Fucking got it though, man. That's done. Yeah, you can see the daylight through there. Very nice. Yeah, super nice. All right. Well, it's hardened steel. It's wedged between two things. The drill bit's in there, bumping into those two things, and then the steel that I'm going through has, I think, breaking points in there too. So it's and these things are thin. Well, yeah. Whatever bits you were talking about that you were trying to turn me on to, get with me about getting those, that maybe that would be worth a try because even those Milwaukee Cobalt bolt bits, man, they're small ones. And me trying to be careful with it and everything, those things were freaking snapping. All right, I think the tip snapped off of that one. It's shorter than the other ones, and it shouldn't be. So, yes, that one is done. That's why it was going nowhere. The drill index is cheap bits. I mean, they're very sharp, but they're not like quality bits. And what I was told is, whichever ones you end up using the most, you just buy quality bits in those sizes. Get rid of the freaking scrap metal. JB Weld. And yeah, did this one the same way. It's super wide open for the oil. The only fault I could possibly see of losing oil and it not oiling well in a large cut there would be through the JB Weld that failed right there. So I'll hit both of these up. I'll give both of them a try and see where I stand on this flipping cutting problem that I've been having. Clean these up a little bit. All right, let's see here. Uh, yeah, I guess right here on the steel is fine, or on the stone. I tried quarter pitch bar and chain on that 201. Yeah, I have. Um, I like the Oregon Nano cut on it better. It suits it better. In my opinion, this quarter pitch is awesome for the echoes. I haven't tried the Nano on it yet, but the Nano cut on the 201s is fucking awesome. Like undeniably fast. And it's sizable too. It's not this super skinny blade on there. I gave it to a guy in a lift on Monday to give me his opinion on it. And he was like, it's really fast on the big cuts. It's good in the big wood. It's fast on whatever, but I noticed he was high revving on smaller cuts. And he threw the chain using it on some smaller cuts on the ground as he was high revving. But yeah, his honest opinion on it right off the bat was it's really fast on the big cuts. It drops through large cuts. It's flipping awesome. All right. So this is done. Or 3/8. 325 nano pitch. Yeah, the 325 nano pitch. This stuff. Here's like one of the chains for it. What do I have in here? I have another one, dude. Yeah. 7-tooth sprocket made in USA. I guess I've got another one. And this is a 14-inch chain. Yeah, because I bought my own, and then the mower shop that I go to gave me two of them, a 16-inch and a 14-inch. But I sold the 14-inch to a friend of mine. So what is in here? You know? Why do I have this? And a chain. What's the extra sprocket for? I don't know. I have to figure that out. That might have been the one from his saw that he ordered that just turned out not to be the right thing. He ended up with a sprocket that ended up being like what would be good for an MS 150 or some shit. So fuck yeah, burger time, dinner time. Show it up close. Looked like a husky sprocket. Oregon, made in USA. Does kind of look like a Husky sprocket. Well, shoot. Here's the 16-inch nano cut on my ported 201. It's fucking awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Tools, cool tools. Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, that is that flipping good for nothing sprocket, I bet. Because, come on. Yeah, because the sprocket on here versus this sprocket, look at the flipping size difference. This sprocket is way, way too small. And I looked it up and the part number, and I think it might be for an MS 150 or 151. Watch it be for the little climbing saw like Stillborn has or something like that. MS 151T. Yeah, the little still climbing saw, the 151. I have that saw. It needs a new motor in it, but yeah, I have that one. All right. Oh no. That's not good. Ah, huh. Well, that's gonna need what? The dogs? Lacey let them out? Yeah, who let the dogs out? All right, y'all. Have a good evening. The freaking the pipe that I brazed on there fell off, man. It was in there pretty good too. Like apparently I'm still not very good at making metal stick together. Son of a gun. Yeah, it sucks. It was in there really good and I got it really hot and got all that stuff, I thought to stick together really well. I'll just keep practicing. It'll be all right. You too, man. Catch you later.